po ba ang audio? Naririnig po?
Yes, sir.
Yes po. Yes, so tuloy natin. Ano? Ayan. So, nitong nakaraan, sa mga natanong ko din yung, nito lang, so meron din lumabas na basta yung respect for autonomy and respect for person and autonomy. Ayan. So, ang tanong daw doon, so kapag daw tayo ay nagkakaroon ng involvement, bawa sa mga client with different cultures, ayan, nagamit natin. So, ang pinakamalapit na sagot doon ay respect for autonomy, or respect for person and autonomy. Okay. So, let's move. Ayan. So, pagdating sa social work, or casework, so the word the coping activity of people and the demand from the environment. So, sabi nga natin, ay social functioning ay how we interact with the demands of the environment. So, paano ba tayo makaka-cope doon sa mga demands of our environment. This is the interaction between the individuals and his situation or environment. So relates to fulfilling one's role in society in general, to those in images meeting one's basic needs and those of one's dependents and making positive contributions to society. Okay. So another concept po yung social environment. So pag sinabi natin social environment, this is a network of overlapping social systems and social institutions, including ecological systems, cultures, and okay. So social environment, so ito yung pumapatungkol sa ating paligid. So the social systems, social institutions. So, pag sinabi natin social institutions, the school, church, so ano ba yung mga social institutions na nakapaloob sa isang komunidad, as well as the ecological systems. Okay? Next po, the social situation. So, pag sinabi natin social situation, this is a smaller, more immediate environment that has meaning for the individual and that is uniquely perceived and interpreted by him or her, in which he, she has one or more status role identities, or he, she is a group member or role performer. So let's say, for example, sa social situation, sa loob ng pamilya, the family situation. So sabi nga dito, meron siyang ginagampanan na status or roles or identities. So sa loob ng pamilya, ano ba yung role na ginagampanan mo? Ito ba ay as a wife, as a husband, mother, father, ayan, brother, sister, etc. Okay? So social situation. So another management. So when we say case management, it is a way of delivering services where social workers assume responsibility for assessing with the client what services he needs and help obtain those services for the client. So case management, so talagang magagamit natin dito yung magiging social broker. Kasi ililink natin ang client on the different programs and services na available sa community. Okay? So, a service delivery system that organizes, coordinates, and sustains a network of formal and informal supports and activities designed to optimize the functioning and well-being of people with multiple needs. This is also a procedure to plan, seek, and monitor services from different social agencies and staff and in behalf of the client. So that's case management. So paano ba natin ma-address yung mga problema ni client and ma-address yun o matutugunan sa pamamagitan ng pag-link sa kanya on the different halimbawa agencies, different programs, services. Kasi nakikita natin sa case management, nandiyan din yung pagiging holistic doon sa pagtugon sa problema. Tinitingnan natin what are the different sides ng mga problema. And from that problem, titingnan natin saan ba natin siya pwede i-link ng mga services and programs or different agencies. Next, another concept is the case study. So this is in-depth analysis of a subject or entity. So in different agencies, so iba't iba kasi ang mga formatting, pero usually naman halos nagkakatulad-tulad din naman ang formatting ng mga case studies natin. So usually nagsisimula yan sa identifying information, the family composition, and then we have the presenting problem, the background ng client, environment, the client or the community. Ayan, so yung iba may nakalagay pang background about the family. And then, after the background, so papasok dun yung ating assessment statement. And then we have the intervention plan. And then, what would be our recommendation? So, itong case study, this will be the product of gathering substantial amount of information concern the person, the problem, and the situation. Okay? So, the assessment process. Its goal is to describe as accurately as possible the fullest, most complete description of the case. So, from the case study, so makikita na agad natin yung full description. So, ano ba yung case na ito? Ayan. So, pagsadahan din natin yung history of casework dito sa Pilipinas. So, in 1917, the first professional method of social work intervention practiced in the Philippines. At ito ay inintroduce ng Associated Charities of Manila. So, sila yung kauna-unahang gumamit ng casework sa Pilipinas. Okay? The Associated Charities of Manila. At tinatagurian din silang the mother of social work profession in the Philippines. Itong Associated Charities of Manila. The Associated Charities of Manila was a family welfare agency that employed home visitors. So pag sinabi natin home visitors, ito yung mga volunteer. Ayan. So ito yung mga trained volunteers na merong direct contact with the client. Okay? Pinasimulan din ng Associated Charities Manila yung tinatawag na community chest. So yung community chest, isang paraan siya ng pag-collect ng mga donations sa isang community, or what we call the centralized distribution and collection ng mga donations doon sa community. So that's what we call community chest. So 1920, the psychiatric social work was introduced in welfare bill, then the seat of government child rearing institutions. So ito namang welfare bill, so sila yung nagpasimula ng tinatawag congregate system. Okay? So pag sinabi natin congregate system, so ito yung nagpasimula ng separate cottages or separate ward yung mga certain conditions. Halimbawa, sama-sama, yung ganitong may mga mental conditions, halimbawa, sama-sama. So based on conditions ay sineseparate nila sa isang cottages or sa isang ward. So that's welfare bill. So pinasimulan ito sa San Felipe Neri Rizal. So ngayon ay tinatawag na Mandaluyong. Which is a 50-hectare compound kung saan kaya tinawag sa welfare bill. And they use the congregate system. Okay. So 1941, si Dr. Jose Vergara, so ito yung ating superintendent ng Associated Charities of Manila, appreciated the value of the psychiatric social work in the USA. Thus, he employed social workers to work with children. Dito naman nag-start na yung pag-work with the children. Okay. First, social workers employed function as case workers for children and youth. Okay. So later on is the Associated Charities of Manila was absorbed by the Bureau of Public Welfare to carry out its public assistance program. Okay, so that's for 1941. So 1951, the Social Welfare Administration had expanded and social workers were assigned in every province and major city. So during the 1951, so nagkaroon ng expansion and then nagkaroon na ng nagkaroon na ng mga social workers in every provinces at saka sa mga major cities. It was oftentimes engaged in disaster and emergency relief, which left little time for actual casework process. So medyo naging focus ng 1951 is more on pagresponde on the disaster and emergency relief. Kung saan medyo yung casework process ay parang naisang tabi. So 1954, so ang DOH naman, so through the issued circular requiring the national, provincial, city, and emergency hospitals to employ social workers. So dito na nag-usbong yung ating medical social workers. So i-require na magkaroon ng mga medical social workers sa mga hospital. The Medical Social Service Unit was installed in the Bureau of Hospitals. So this development promoted the practice of casework in the medical and psychiatric setting in public, private hospitals. So 1980, so like the American counterparts, local practitioners recognized that material assistance did not automatically solve individual problems. So dito para namang kinontes na yung pagbibigay ng direktang tulong through a material assistance ay hindi daw makakatulong agad para ma-resolvehan yung mga problema ng mga tao. So this period gave rise to problems that bear on the emotional and psychological functioning of individuals as a result of modernization. Addition, marital conflict, broken homes, growing number of mentally ill patients, and many other signs of psychological dysfunction. Thus, casework practice was renewed. Was renewed in renewed in earnest. Ayan, sorry. Earnest, enriched, and strengthened. So mas napatibay this time yung casework natin. So that's the short history ng ating casework. So tingnan natin yung components ng casework. So casework is set in motion when sabi nga nagkakaroon ng casework kapag may lumapit na individual na mayroong problema. At saan ba lalapit yung individual na iyon? Walang iba kundi sa isang agency. And para ma-resolvehan yung problema niya, so we need to use the helping process or the problem-solving process. So these are the components, the 4 P's: the person, the problem, the place, and the process. Okay. So nagsaset into motion ang casework kapag an individual person or what we call the client with a problem or need go to a place or agency who employs a professional representative or the social worker, engages the client as they embark together in a scientific working relationship process. So papasok na dito yung ating problem-solving process or what we call yung ating helping relationship. Okay. So unahin natin yung person. So So it pertains to the client. So it refers to a person, it could be a family, group, or community as the focus of social workers helping. Pero in the case of casework, we are focusing only on the individual. No? So since one-on-one yung magiging relationship natin with the client. The person who comes to a helping situation to seek help as voluntary client or required to use help as involuntary client. So meron tayo kasi iba't ibang klase ng client. So merong pusa, humingi ng tulong. Meron din namang mga involuntary. So merong kailangan pa ng ibang tao para ilapit nila yung case ng ibang tao. So it could be voluntary or involuntary. He comes with concerns, unmet needs, and problems of social functioning. Comes from a societal and cultural milieu, set of life experiences, and set of patterns of transaction with other people. Siyempre, pag lumapit si client, so meron siyang concern, meron siyang pangangailangan, meron siyang problema na kailangan na masolusyonan. So a client brings in also her total self, the biological, cultural, and spiritual being. A unique person in a unique situation. Okay? So these are the elements of change for clients. So letter A, person's motivation to change. So every client, so nandoon yung motivation to change. So these are the client's willingness to be involved in the helping relationship and participate in the helping process. So gaano ba interesado? Gaano ba yung willingness ng client na mag-involve on the helping relationship or the helping process. And then next, opportunity for change. This refers to the conditions of the environment, the availability of resources, and services needed to effect change. So opportunity, so titingnan natin, nandyan ba yung possibility na ma-resolvehan yung problema? So i-check natin, ano ba yung mga strength na meron sa client. So pwede tayong gumamit dito ng tinatawag na strength perspective. So ano ba yung strength ni client mismo sa kanyang sarili? And then the strength na community para matugunan yung problema. Okay? And then we have the capacity to change. The qualities and personality makeup of intellectual and physical endowment. The internal resource the client, physical, emotional, and psychological or intellectual fitness. So papasok din dito yung mismong mga capabilities o yung capacity ng client para ma-resolvehan yung kanyang problem. Okay, so that's the capacity. So under the person's capacity to change, so tinitingnan natin una yung relationship, the emotional capacity. So this refers to the ability to relate satisfactorily with self, with family, with others. So we assess ano ba, kumusta ba yung relationship niya sa kanyang pamilya, with other people, ng mga taong nakapaligid sa kanya. So this is the ability to communicate with others, positive feelings, attitudes, and thinking. Perceives and reacts to realistic situations with consideration for others. So number 2, problem solving. So more on cognitive development. So tinitingnan natin dito yung social intelligence, perceptiveness, ability to communicate, the capacity to think constructively and consistently, and reality testing. So ano ba yung kakayanan ni client to solve his or her own problem. Okay. So number 3, the biophysical. So one's biological constitutions or handicapping conditions. So meron pa sa mga disabilities or physical disabilities. Ayan. Health and genetic factors, physical appearance and the characteristics of the health. So that's the different aspects when we are assessing the capacities of the client. Okay. So okay na tayo with person. So ngayon naman the problem. So yung problem naman, so ito na yung unmet need ni client. Ito na yung kanyang inilapit sa iyo as a worker. So ito na yung dahilan bakit lumapit sa iyo si client, which hampers or undermine a person's adequate need. So the composite of internal and external factors. So papasok dyan yung economic, physical, psychological, and social factors which affects the person's social function. So this may be a deficiency or lack of material means of personal capacities. Be temporary or permanent, or of knowledge or preparation needed to carry out social. So broad broad yung problema na inilalapit din sa ating mga client at iba. So it may be due to disturbance between expectations of a person and demands of various segments of the person's environments. So usually daw, resulting to stress could be psychological, social, and physical. That causes the persons to be ineffective or disturbed in carrying out his or her social roles. Okay, so that's the problem. So nature of the problem. Social work is concerned with problems in social functioning, which rests mainly on interpersonal relationships, in systems in the environment. Okay. So, strengths, and then
Wala po, sir.